Good afternoon, everyone. My name is James Schreiber, and welcome to my podcast. So, I had a totally different topic all set to talk about today. And I was really passionate and really upbeat and really couldn't wait to get into that topic. And then I just had a really good phone call with a candidate. Very positive, upbeat, motivating phone call with a candidate. And that led me to this topic. And since I'm in this kind of can't wait to get out there, give me the ball, coach mood, I thought I would spend a couple minutes on the topic of, as a candidate, can you answer the question, who are you? What are you about? What do you bring to the table? What do you do on a daily basis? What is your value add to your next employment engagement? Can those be answered in a very succinct, clear, conversational type of communication? It's so important. And then the final statement that I want to talk about is, do you have the kind of confidence to sell yourself in the same way you might tell your significant other, your children, your siblings to go out there? Have you ever had someone come to you and say, gee, I really wanted to do this, but I don't think I can? Most people, if it's a family member, a good friend, will say, what do you mean you don't think you can do this? Of course you can do this. Now go out there and do your best. Don't worry about whether or not they like you. Go out there, do your best, show them who you are. We've all heard that. But yet, how many people, when it comes to their own career, selling themselves to either clients, customers, just sometimes out in general, have that same attitude? This is who I am, this is what I bring to the table, and this is how I can help you. Not everybody's going to take it, right? Not everybody's going to buy the product. But if you don't have confidence in yourself, I can assure you the people you're talking to aren't going to have confidence in what you're selling. And what you're selling is yourself. And it got me thinking about something that I've been hearing, an overriding theme when it comes to some candidates, which is, I was on the phone and I was talking to XYZ and everything seemed good. They really liked my background, my skill set. These are senior people, by the way. But then it got to compensation, and I could hear in their voice that I wasn't a fit. And some have even said, well, the compensation doesn't match what we're looking for. And then I asked myself, this is what some candidates have said, am I overpaid in the marketplace? And I answer that question simple. No, you're not overpaid. You're being paid what you're worth. And if you just got on a phone call or you just had a meeting with somebody who says, I like your background, I like your skill set, I like what you can bring to our organization. Oh, but by the way, we can't pay you what you're asking for. I'll put it to this analogy. You go into a 5-star restaurant and you say, I want the steak, I want the prime rib, I want the potatoes au gratin, I want the baked Alaska, I want a fine bottle of Chardonnay. Oh, but I'm only going to pay $60 for that. Well, guess what? Then you're not getting that meal. So you have to look at it this way. If you're being paid a certain salary, and you understand the salary structure, and you're asking for an increase, and you know what your experience is, you know what you bring to the table, you know who you are when it comes to what you can produce and what the value add will be to your next employment engagement, and then they say to you, well, we love You're exactly what we're looking for on all aspects except from compensation. Well, guess what? They don't get you. They don't get your expertise. They don't get your confidence. They don't get to use your services at this point. And you need to go out and you need to find yourself clients and companies that will pay for your services. You know, not everyone can go to a 5-star restaurant and order the best meal. It just doesn't happen that way. And guess what? You need to look in the mirror and say, well, you know what? Not everyone can have what I can bring to the table. Yes, there's some realistic aspects that have to be looked at. You have to make sure, and that means doing research, what your market value is in the marketplace. What your compensation value is in the marketplace. Are you asking for a correct amount of increase? But I can almost pretty much assure 90% of the people, especially at a senior level, that are making XYZ will be compensated quite fairly in the marketplace. And so when they are looking for their next position, they deserve to have that increase. So if I sound a little passionate, if I sound a little upbeat, it's because it kind of really is a pet peeve with mine when candidates do not realize their value. They do not understand all those years they spent working, all those years they spent getting that experience and putting it into play for their employers, how valuable they are, not only as people, but also as good employees in their next position. And that confidence that you as a candidate needs to put out there. You are marketing yourself. Yourself. The most important product you have is you. And you need that confidence to come out, because if you don't have it about you, I can assure you no one else is going to have it as well. So that's my little rant for today. You can, if you like this, please follow me on iTunes or iHeartRadio or my YouTube channel. You can reach out to me on my website and send me a message if there's a topic you'd like to speak about. My iPod is James Schreiber. My YouTube channel, the same. My website is www.grtas.net. That's www.grtas.net. I hope this helped. I hope it motivated you. If nothing else, it motivated you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know, he's right. He's right. I need to do a better job of letting people know how confident I am about what I do, what my skill set is, and what I can bring to the table. So anyway, thank you everyone. It's been a pleasure again to speak with you, and thank you for giving me a couple minutes of your time. I do know how valuable it is. And remember, when it's time to think, and it's always time to think, it's time to act. Thank you. Have a great day, and until our next chat.